Sp4zie and plenty.
Hello YouTube, Sp4zie coming right at you. I'm making this video primarily to let you guys know about Gamescom. I'm gonna be there, so I want to meet as many of you guys as possible. I'm also gonna talk again a little bit about the LCS event I'm attending, and I've also got a bonus stream planned for you this week. All of this and the fact that a lot of you guys have been asking me to make a video on Elise that you've been noticing that I've played a lot lately, sort of made this video happen. Now, in the description, you'll find time codes to whatever information you might be looking for, but if you do have the time, you can just sit back and relax and we'll go through it step by step, as we're going to start by talking a little bit about the new Elise. I've been enjoying her a lot. I've been losing a lot too, but I've done pretty well in most cases, and she is very strong in my opinion. Most of you guys are probably up to date with what happened, but if you didn't catch the latest patch, let's talk a little bit about what they changed. Basically what they did was they increased the stun duration on her E in human form by 0.6, I believe, so now it's like a 1.6 duration stun at level 1, and this is like close to what she was at release when you saw Elise all the time, if you remember. Previously you sort of had to level up E second or like first even to get the whole duration to be significant enough for your combo to matter, which obviously made her lack the overall damage in return. Now when you stun, it's very substantial as it is level 1, which allows you to max Q and then W and lastly E, and add on top of that her spiderlings are now doing magic damage, which scales with magic pen, which is nice, and you've got yourself a very, very potent Elise again. I think her win rate like jumped up by 10% or something crazy in solo queue one day after this patch. It was crazy. And what you want to do on Elise is to abuse this to the maximum. You want to plan an aggressive jungler route. You want to go for their buffs if you can, because if you win the vision war and if you set up yourself so you jump them from a brush, landing your E, Q, W combo in human form, then following up with a spider, you will almost always win no matter what the matchup. And if they flash away, you got your E to follow up. It's just, she's very scary, so play aggressive. And if you can't, that's okay. Her clear is fine. She can play defensive as well. Item-wise, you want to build the rune glaive of choice because, you know, the damage and the clear is sick. I usually go for the skirmisher because that allows me to win these jewels that I try to pick even more. Follow that up with a Leandris or just the hunting guys if you feel that that's enough. And then you could go Rylai's for a little bit more damage, or you can go whatever tanky item you prefer instead. Now, generally, you can't go wrong with going tanky after Rune Glaive and Leandris, in my opinion. You will deal enough damage as it is to sort of be a threat, but you can be a little bit more carefree when you engage, and you can be a little bit more of a soaky semi-tank in dealing damage. So that's what I recommend you doing. And yeah, go out and give it a go, especially if you liked Elise when she was released, because this feels very much like the good old Elise. Elise! Now, let's talk Gamescom. I will be there this year. Last year I had this idea that because I didn't want to exclude people, we'd have the meetup outside. So, you know, you wouldn't have to buy a ticket just to come and say hi. And, well, Now, personally, I was like so thrilled that so many of you guys cared and wanted to come and say hi that I almost fainted. But to be honest, I didn't get to say hi to half of you guys. And most importantly, security was pretty upset with me just gathering you guys there because they had no idea. And it was, yeah, it wasn't good. So this year, we're going to do it inside the event, a little bit more organized. All the meetups are going to be held at the Twitch booth. Just look at the maps at the event and you'll find it, I'm sure. I'm going to do several sittings over 2 days. And hopefully this will all result in me being able to meet more of you guys than last year, okay? Grab your pens. These are the times and the dates. Friday the 7th, I'm going to do a Q&A on the main stage of the Twitch booth. They're going to stream it so you can watch it at home. That's 2:30 p.m. Come there and ask your questions. You can also ask them on Twitter probably, so stay tuned for that. And then I'm doing signings right there at the Twitch booth, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. And then the day after, we're talking Saturday the 8th, I'm doing 2 signings. One is from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. The other one is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Hopefully this will allow you to choose a time that suits you, and I'll make sure that we can meet and say hi, and you know, because that's the whole point. Let's talk about LCS. I'm going to be here at the EU Summer Finals in Stockholm, of course. This is the 22nd to the 23rd. You know this if you've been keeping up with everything. I'm hoping to be able to organize a meetup. More information on that as we get closer to it. I will also be at the World Finals in Berlin. That's the 31st of October, I believe. And I have no idea if I'm going to be able to organize a meetup or not, but I just thought I'd let you guys know. So if you see me, just grab a hold of me and go like, hey, Sp4zie! And I'll go like, hey, how you doing? Let's take a picture. Or you can go like, hello there, sir. Would you care for a handshake? And I go, don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Give me a kiss. Finally, make sure you tune into my live stream this Sunday as I'm doing a bonus stream. It's going to be from 2 p.m. Central European Summer Time. And we're doing this really cool stream event where me and the Sp4zie are going to battle it out against the Peace Pigeon and his stupid OBC crew. They think they can win. They cannot. These are facts. It's a very cool event where you sort of like gather points for different objectives. So you're playing on the new ARAM map, and then you can lose the game, but you can still win because you gather the most coins. And there's going to be like this website that keeps track on it, and you're going to be able to watch both the streams at the same time. Everything is in the description. Make sure you tune in and make sure you root for me because obviously I got poop on the CJ crew. We're probably going to get our ass kicked. That was a lot of information. I'll see you at Gamescom as well. Follow me on Twitter as I tweet quite a bit when I'm at these events, and you can keep up with that. Now go out and play Elise jungle. She's borderline OP. She's pretty strong and lose a lot of games like I do. This has been Sp4zie, and I am out. Dudes!